I'm giving out free strategies to help you start your online arbitrage business today. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to use Brickseek.com to find high margin products that sell on Amazon. I hope you're able to learn something from this video. Now, let's get right into it. So this is Brickseek.com. It's a free website that acts as an internet price checker. The deals you see here are typically the best and lowest prices you'll find anywhere else. For example, let's take this product I found earlier. It looks like we can buy it at Walmart for just under $9, but the MSRP is almost $27. That's a huge discount. Now let's compare Walmart's price to both Target's and Amazon's prices. It looks like both of them are priced right around that suggested retail price. So are you starting to see how easy this can be? Hopefully you are. But also I do completely understand if you're sitting there thinking, hey, there's no way it's this easy. I bet there's a million other people already selling it on Amazon. And to that I'd say, let's find out. So what we'll wanna do now is just copy the product title, then head over to Amazon and paste it into the search bar. What we can do now is click into the listing and pull up the buy box with this button here. Now we can see that there are only about 10 sellers on this listing, with the lowest price set to around $25. Okay, real quick, this is huge. Basically what we just discovered is that there are only 10 sellers on this listing. Even better, most of these sellers are using FBM to ship their products. What that means is instead of using Amazon's FBA program and having them pick, pack, and ship out all their orders, they're all doing it manually. Now I won't say that's a bad strategy, but what I can tell you is that Amazon really wants you to use their FBA program. They'll even reward you for using it. Think about it this way. When you use FBA, your products are automatically eligible for Prime benefits, meaning you'll get that trustworthy Prime badge that shoppers look for. But also, customers will get free 1 and 2 day shipping. So because FBA creates a better experience with customers, Amazon prioritizes FBA offers over non-FBA offers. Basically, if your product uses FBA and your competitors use FBM, just like these guys, then most likely Amazon will put you at the top of the buy box, where you can earn most, if not all of the incoming sales. I hope that example made sense. If so, please let me know by hitting the like button down below. Okay, so far we used Brickseek to discover a product with a steep discount, and then we confirmed the competition is relatively low. Next, we need to confirm how much money we would actually make selling this item. Now real quick, I just wanna let you know that later on, I'll be showing you more ways to use Brickseek to find products. But first, let's just get through one example now so that you can understand this process and how it works. Then you can replicate it. Sound good? All right, so to understand the profitability, there are 3 main costs we need to consider. The first one is our cost of goods sold, or in other words, what we pay to buy 1 unit at Walmart, which we already know is $8.99. Next, we need to figure out how much shipping will cost. And to do that, we'll go back to Brickseek.com. From here, clicking this button will send us to Walmart, where we can then add this product to our cart. Now, there are 3 free ways that you could possibly get free shipping on Walmart. If you're a Walmart Plus customer, that's the first option. And you can get free shipping just like you would with an Amazon Prime account. If you're serious about starting an online arbitrage business, it might be worth it signing up for Walmart Plus. Now, the second way to get free shipping with Walmart is you can actually pick up the product for free at a nearby store. Usually. Now, like this example, unfortunately, there are no stores near us that have available inventory, so that's a bummer. Now, the third way to get free shipping with Walmart is to just buy more units. So typically, when you go to your cart here, you'll see a minimum threshold in order to get free shipping. In this case, that's $35. So if we were to buy 4 of these, we'll save about $6 on our shipping cost. This is also just a good rule of thumb anyways, because say you find a really good product on Brickseek, just like this maybe, you wanna buy as much inventory as you possibly can because the deal won't last forever. So you might as well cash in while you can. Now do keep in mind, this is just the shipping cost to get it from Walmart to where you live. If you're using FBA, you still have to factor in the cost of shipping this product from where you live into an Amazon fulfillment center. To help you calculate this cost, I'm gonna show you a little trick that I actually haven't seen anyone on YouTube show before. It requires you to pretend that you already have this item in stock. So what you can do is open up Seller Central and click Manage Inventory. From here, click Add a Product. Next, copy and paste the ASIN, then click Search. From this drop-down menu, select New and then Sell this product. Then go ahead and fill in the vital information. Now, I said we're gonna be selling this product via FBA, but in order to get a shipping quote, we actually need to select FBM for a moment, okay? And then go down and click Save and Finish. Next, head over to the Inventory tab and then Manage FBA Shipments. At the top, select Send to Amazon. Now, we have an entire video on how to create a shipping plan, so we'll link that for you up here as well as down in the description below. But for the sake of just getting a quick estimate here, I'll do a real quick demo. Okay, so in here now, in step 1, what we first need to do is select our address. So if you go here, you can add your address here. We have a bunch of addresses in here already, but all you would do is go in here and add your address. But again, we did this already, so I'm just gonna use what we have here. Next, what you need to do is select your destination. This should just be whatever country you're selling in. Next, what we gotta do is come down here and find that product. So it's right here, as you can see. Go ahead and click select here, and then make sure individual units is selected. What we can do now is hit this little pencil icon, select who preps the units here. What this basically means is if you're in one of these categories here, then it's gonna need some special prep here, but we're gonna go ahead and click no prep needed. Again, just to help get us our shipping quote. Click save. Who labels the units? That just say seller, and click save. Again, guys, we're just trying to get past this step so that we can get an accurate shipping quote. So all we need to do now is enter the amount of units that we are sending in. For our example here, it's gonna be 4. Expiration date, because I guess this is a dog, tree, I don't know, we'll just go put a random time here. But again, guys, this is just for the example of getting a shipping quote. Click ready to pack. After that, you come down here and click pack individual units. After that, you'll move on to step 1B or sometimes step 2, depending on what category of product you're sending in. So from here, what we gotta do is come down to this packaging information section and select how many boxes you'll need. So ideally, you can send all this in one big box and pack them individually. So that's what you do if you click this button. However, if you're sending 4 units in and you wanna package them individually, maybe it's easier for you, select multiple boxes will be needed. So let's just go ahead and do that for example here. Now, if you're doing less than 10 boxes, you can do it all here in this little web form. If you need more than 10 boxes, you can do this drop down here and do it via Excel, or just pay Amazon 15 cents per unit for them to sort through all your boxes. But for this example, again, we have 4 boxes, and go ahead and click open web form. This is where you enter all your dimensions. So what you could do here is the best way of doing this is going back to the Amazon listing and scrolling down to the bottom because they have the packaging dimensions for us in the product details section. So I gotta just take this information here, and I'm gonna go up a little bit more, so just to be safe. So it's like 9.9, 9.5, and 2.2, so I'm gonna go up a little bit. So like 10, 10, and 3 is what I'm gonna enter, and then 2 pounds. So 10, 10, and 3 is what I need here. Let's go ahead, there's gonna be 1 unit in each box, so that's what I'm putting here. And then down here, this is the weight, I'm gonna put 3. Even though it was 2 point something, but I'm gonna round up. And the dimensions, I believe that was 10, 10, and 3 is what I'm gonna enter. All right, and then go ahead and just click these check marks here and confirm packaging information. Now you will probably get a warning here, but go ahead and just dismiss these warnings. That's okay, and click confirm and continue. Okay, now on step 2 here, this is where you select a ship date. And it really doesn't matter, again, guys, we're just trying to get a shipping estimate, so clicking any date will do. And now we have our shipping estimate. It's a little hack, guys. So this is when we use Amazon's partnered carrier. It's gonna cost us $15 to send these 4 units in. If you were to do it yourself, you can select another carrier here and do that, but it's probably gonna be a little more expensive. So I would recommend going with Amazon's partnered carrier, but right now we know our shipping cost is around $15.54. This could change tomorrow, but that's right now is our estimate. So in my opinion, this is the best way of getting an accurate shipping estimate. And because we're sending in 4 units, we can simply divide this number by 4 to give us our per unit shipping cost. So now that we know what our shipping cost is roughly, we can move on to the last cost here that factors into our true profitability. These are the Amazon FBA fees, or what we pay Amazon to store our inventory in their warehouses and then have them pick, pack, and ship our orders to the customers. So to calculate your FBA fees, head over to sell.amazon.com. Once here, click pricing and then Amazon fee calculator. Then clicking here will pull up the Amazon revenue calculator. All you need to do now is copy and paste the ASIN and click search. What this will do is pull in all the information about this product that affects the amount you pay in FBA fees. The primary factors here are the unit weight and package dimensions. Down below, the left column is our calculator for FBA items. This calculator is for FBM items. So let's just run through the example using FBA. Right away, you can see what our FBA fees look like. It'll be about $5 or so, which includes the referral fee and the closing fee. Then you have the $5 and change for the fulfillment cost. This is the cost for Amazon to pick, pack, and ship your products to customers, and it varies depending, again, on the weight and dimensions of your product. We also have about a 10-cent storage fee, which increases to 29 cents in Q4 during the Prime shopping season. So just keep that in mind. Now, this last cost here is manual, so we'll have to enter these in. This is our cost of goods sold, and this is just the per unit price that we bought this item for at Walmart, so $8.99. Under that, we can use the miscellaneous cost to enter our per unit shipping cost. Now, the last thing we need to do is to confirm our sales price. If you're doing online arbitrage and competing with other sellers for the buy box, rather than undercutting the lowest offer, I'd highly recommend coming in right at the lowest price or even just slightly above it. What this will do is avoid creating what's called a race to the bottom price war. Essentially, a price war is when two or more competitors repeatedly reduce their prices so that they can be the one that offers the least expensive deal to the customer. For example, let's say you undercut this lowest offer and price your product under $25. Well, if your competitor becomes aware of this, or perhaps they're even using an automated repricer tool, then they might undercut your price. This price war can continue to spiral downwards until both prices are so low that neither you or them make any profit. That's why I'd recommend pricing your product within a 2% price range of the lowest offer. And the reason I say 2% is because as long as you're within that 2% price range of the lowest offer, Amazon will rotate you through the buy box at an equal percent. So basically everyone wins. And hey, if you want to help us win, hitting the like button down below will really let us know that you're enjoying this video so far. Okay, back to it. So once you have everything filled in now, you can go ahead and see what your total profit would be at the bottom. In this case, it's not that much, but keep in mind this is only for selling one item. Because we're pretending if we bought 4 of these, we can go ahead and increase our estimated sales here. Now, imagine if you bought 20, 50, or even 100 of these. That's a lot of money on just one product. And as a quick exercise, say you're able to buy 20, 50, or even 100 of these. This is what it would cost to place that order on Walmart. I think that's pretty doable, honestly. But again, keep in mind that we only did this for one product we quickly found on Brickseek.com. In fact, let's head back over to that website and I'll now show you a better way of discovering more products. When you're on Brickseek, you can make your life a whole lot easier by using these filtering options. So first, go ahead and select online. This will eliminate any products that you have to drive to a specific store to claim the deal. Next, go through this entire list of retailers and select everyone except for Amazon. This is because you want to look only for the products that you can buy elsewhere at a lower price than what you can sell it for on Amazon. Below that, you can select certain categories only, although I'd highly suggest not doing this at first. But if you are having a hard time finding profitable items, these are the good categories that we found to be the most popular amongst sellers. And I'm not just pulling this out of nowhere. It actually comes from our State of the Amazon Seller Report, which you can download for free in the description below if you're interested. Another filter you can use is the brands filter. Now, what I would suggest here is to select unknown. That way you're eliminating all of the big brands that you probably can't sell on Amazon anyways. To find the full list of brands that are restricted on Amazon, just run a simple Google search and you should probably see a list just like this with all the restricted brands. And if you like, you could even cross-check the brands listed here. And if they don't show up on the restricted list, then check them off so that you can sort through their products as well. Now, the last filter you can use is the sort by filter up at the top. This is helpful for finding products that are trending, new, most liked, or my favorite, the ones with the biggest discount. Now, like I said earlier, this is a free website, but as you can see here, you could pay for a premium account that unlocks even more deals. But you really don't have to do this. And instead, you can actually just create a free account that gives you access to price alerts. Once signed in, you can simply just select your filters here like we just did. You can even set a budget. And what I'd recommend doing is clicking this option so that you'll only be notified when there's an amazing new deal. That way, you'll be one of the very first people to check out that deal. However, if I'm being completely honest with you, one of the worst parts about online arbitrage is the fact that you always need to keep an eye out for new products to sell. It's exhausting. And even though Brickseek can help you save time doing this, it can help you build an actual brand on Amazon that's sustainable over time. That's why this business model is perfect for sellers who just want to get started on Amazon, but don't yet have enough capital to get started with their own brand. So with this process that I've outlined today, once you go through it a couple times to earn anywhere from like $5,000 to $10,000 in profit, I'd recommend taking that cash flow and starting your own private label business. That way you can sell your own branded products without having to worry about doing product research outside of the first time. We have arguably the most in-depth step-by-step tutorial for how to get started. So go ahead and check out this next video to learn how you can get started with your own private label business on Amazon. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you over in the next video. Let's do this. Now let's compare that to, now the last thing we can do, I had it, what am I doing? I'm gonna start earlier and just, yeah. Okay.